Hello students, in this video we are going to see the short notes of question bank for 12th standard HSC board examination for arts and science students. So this is question number 5, write short notes on. I have already uploaded the rest all questions along with the answers and explanation. So today we are going to deal with short notes. So the first short note is third stage of population transition theory. तो बेसिकली शॉर्ट नोट्स आते हैं 3 या 4 मार्क्स के लिए. तो इसमें आपको मैक्सिमम 6 to 7 पॉइंट्स लिखने ही है. एंड इफ़ शॉर्ट नोट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन सम डायग्राम, कुछ डायग्राम है उससे रिलेटेड, जैसे कि यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि डेमोग्राफिक ट्रांजिशन थियोरी के ऊपर ये शॉर्ट नोट बेस्ड है, राइट. सो यू हैव अ डायग्राम फॉर दिस, तो आप डायग्राम भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हो. इससे क्या होगा, इफ़ यू हैव लॉस्ट सम पॉइंट, तो या फिर कुछ पॉइंट मिसिंग है या फिर कोई स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक है, तो वो बात नज़रअंदाज हो सकती है एंड यू विल गेट द फुल मार्क्स. ओके, सो हियर यू कैन सी द पॉइंट्स आर रिटन लाइक बर्थ रेट एंड डेथ रेट आर डिक्रीजिंग. So then what will happen after that, that the standard of living is elevated, then the poverty decreases, education level of the population and the use of technology increases. So this is a most developing stage, basically developed stage. जो भी countries है developing कर रही है अभी, तो they are just about to reach the developed stage. So this is the stage where the countries are moving from. Okay, you can give the example of the countries like who is coming under these types of stages. Next we have occupation structure of India. तो अभी इंडिया का ऑक्यूपेशन स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है सभी को पता है, राइट. हमारे इंडिया में सारे तरीके के इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ है, जैसे कि प्राइमरी है, सेकेंडरी है, टर्शरी है, क्वाटरनरी है, ठीक है. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पॉपुलेशन एंगेज्ड है एग्रीकल्चर में, ठीक है. सो इट इज़ एन एग्रीग्रियन कंट्री. So you can tell about how India is developing now because of education. Now they are engaged in what? They are engaged in secondary activities, transportation, tourism is developing, new science and technology is developing. So all these things you need to mention. After that we have intensive subsistence agriculture. अभी एग्रीकल्चर के जितने भी टाइप्स है, लाइक प्लांटेशन है, इंटेंसिव है, एक्सटेंसिव है, मार्केट गार्डनिंग है, ऑल दीज एग्रीकल्चर्स बेसिकली इसमें से कोई भी एक एग्रीकल्चर का टाइप शॉर्ट नोट में 100% आएगा ही आएगा. ओके, सो यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर फॉर इट. डेफिनेटली one type of agriculture is going to come for your examinations. Okay, so you need to write about intensive subsistence agriculture के points कैसे हैं, कौन से तरीके के क्रॉप्स वहाँ पे ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, कौन से कंट्रीज आर एंगेज्ड इन इट, एंड हाउ इज़ द यील्ड, हाउ मच इज़ द कैपिटल रिक्वायर्ड, whether machines are required or not. All these things you need to mention. After that we have classification of industries based on ownership. ओके, अभी ओनरशिप के ऊपर ये डेफिनेटली इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो अभी इसी साल ऐड हुआ है. It was not in the previous textbook. Okay, so this is very much important, what I feel is, as it is new. So you have the classification like public sector, private sector, joint sector, cooperative sector. Okay, so उसके बारे में आपको specify करना है, who is the owner. If it is public, then who is the owner? Government. So you have to give an example. Okay, so who is putting the investment, profit किसको मिलता है, सब कुछ उसमें आपको लिखना है. अभी private है तो who is the owner, इंडिविजुअल हो सकता है या फिर उसके पार्टनर्स हो सकते हैं. देन विच कंपनीज आर देयर विच कम्स अंडर दैट, हाउ दे इन्वेस्ट द कैपिटल, उनके जो प्रॉफिट्स है वो कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होते हैं, लाइक दैट यू नीड टू एक्सप्लेन, राइट. Remember the full form of MNC, it's very important, it may come for MCQs. Now we have characteristic of quaternary activities. Now quaternary activities are the activities which are at the expertise level, we all know. So research हो या development हो या किसी को पढ़ाना है, like skilled type of knowledgeable activity is comes under your quaternary sector. So you can give an examples of it, you have to explain about it, then which countries have more quaternary activities carried out. So basically developed countries में ही वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पाए जाता है, because to do the quaternary activity, first of all you need to be employed, you need to be well educated, you should be literate. So all these things are very much hand to hand with the quaternary activity. Next we have importance of satellites in communication. Now satellites are very much important because there are some areas like remote areas where the accessibility is very low. मतलब ऐसे भी कुछ जगह है जहाँ पे हम रोडवेज से नहीं जा सकते, एयरवेज से नहीं जा सकते, या वाटरवेज से भी नहीं जा सकते. ओके, सो टू टेक द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट इट, टू डू द रिसर्च ऑफ इट, the only and only option which is left is the satellite. So satellite will help us to reach to the most remote area where we cannot go. So it's very mandatory. So how it helps, how we can get the information about different places, that you can mention with examples. After that we have regional development. अभी regional development के बारे में आपको जो लिखना है वो है that how it is developing, what are the things which are going to develop the region. First of all, the region should have good physical factors, demographic factors. Okay, the areas should be very nice. Okay, then and then only the human settlements will be more. क्योंकि जो भी development जो होती है वो कौन करता है? Humans are doing the development. जहाँ पे भी humans stay. Now if you take an example of Mumbai, right? So Mumbai is highly populated, right? क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा opportunities है. तो वो कौन कर रहा है? सब कुछ human ही कर रहे हैं. They are going and staying there, they are making their own progress, they are developing the Mumbai region, right? So basically the development comes hand in hand with the humans who stay there and what type of work they are engaged in. Now we have relation of physical geography to other branch of science. Now in this you need to by heart the branches, you need to by heart the branches के types. ठीक है, different branches are available like climatology. So what is the use of climatology? To study about the climate. Then oceanography, then how it's, what do you understand by oceanography? The study of oceans, right? Then geography of soil. So all these things you need to mention in this. Then how the geographers study with the help of data collection, with the help of analysis, with the help of maps, with the help of diagrams. So all these things you require to mention in it. Next we have effect of relief on population distribution. अभी relief मतलब क्या कि वो जो land surface है वो कैसा है, whether it is flat, whether it is plain, whether it is plateau, whether it is mountain. So how is it exactly, how is the physical look of it, that you need to mention. तो अगर फेवरेबल है तो उसके एडवांटेज लिखो, अनफेवरेबल है तो उसके डिसएडवांटेज लिखो. So you can give the points regarding it, you can give the examples of some places. अभी है literacy and education 10th number. Now literacy is very important. Literacy की definition आपको लिखनी है. Who is considered as literate? A person who can read and write is considered as literate in India. राइट, एनी लैंग्वेज. तो फिर वो गुजराती हो या फिर महाराष्ट्रियन हो, एनी लैंग्वेज, एक ही लैंग्वेज में अगर वो पढ़ सकता है, लिख सकता है, तो उसे हम क्या बुलाते हैं? लिटरेट. कहाँ पे? इंडिया में. तो इट वेरीज फ्रॉम कंट्री टू कंट्री. अलग कंट्रीज़ में कुछ अलग रूल होते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट है पॉपुलेशन पिरामिड एंड सेक्स रेशियो. नाउ here you have to talk about sex ratio, how to calculate sex ratio, what is the formula used टू डू इट, एंड देन पॉपुलेशन पिरामिड के बारे में लिखो कि उसका क्या यूज़ है, उससे हमें क्या पता चलता है, विच आर दी इंफॉर्मेशंस विच वी नीड टू मेंशन इन इट. अभी सेक्स रेशियो अगर क्वेश्चन आता है तो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर एटलीस्ट एक जगह का सेक्स रेशियो आपको पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो इट शुड बी एनी सेक्स रेशियो, मीन्स लाइक एशिया के बारे में आप लिख सकते हो या फिर इंडिया के बारे में. एटलीस्ट एक जगह का आपका बाय हार्ट होना चाहिए कि आपको, हाँ येस दिस प्लेस इज हैविंग दिस मच सेक्स रेशियो, दैट मच यू हैव टू मेंशन. रूरल लैंड यूज़. अभी रूरल लैंड यूज़ में जो लैंड है वो कहाँ कहाँ यूज़ होता है, दैट वी नीड टू मेंशन. लाइक फॉरेस्ट, नॉन एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड, बैरन वेस्ट लैंड, एरिया अंडर परमानेंट पास्चर्स एंड ग्रेजिंग लैंड, area under miscellaneous trees, crops and groves not included in net zone area, cultivable wasteland, current fallow other than current fallow, net zone area. These are all the points which we see basically in the village. So ये सारे points you have to mention in your answer. So ये question answer in brief में भी आ सकता है या फिर short note में भी आ सकता है. Next है favorable factors for fisheries. अभी fishing is a primary occupation, okay, which is based on sea and fish. तो उसके लिए क्या क्या ज़रूरी है? First of all, you need to have continental shelf. Then you need to have cold and warm currents. फोटोसिंथेसिस की एक्टिविटी भी वहाँ पे अच्छी तरीके से होने चाहिए. ओके, प्लैंकटन शुड ग्रो in plenty. Why? Because plankton is the food of fish. So which countries are very much famous in fishing? Which places in India is famous in fishing? Which bank is very much famous, like Dogger Bank? So these are all the things you need to mention. Next is classification of industries based on raw material. So raw material में बहुत सारे क्राइटेरियाज है, जैसे कि एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज़ है, मरीन बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज़, forest based industries, then mineral based industries, postal based industries. So all these are the different industries which you need to mention, and it's very easy to explain, like you can give the explanation for it with examples. After that we have role of transportation in trade. Now basically how the transportation is playing an important role in trade, because every country is not self reliable, right? One country कुछ चीज़ में प्लस हो सकती है एंड कुछ चीज़ में वो नेगेटिव हो सकती है, राइट? सो एवरी कंट्री नीड्स हेल्प ऑफ अदर कंट्री. वो ऐसा कभी होता नहीं है कि एक कंट्री है उसको किसी की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, शी इज़ सेल्फ रिलायबल एंड शी कैन डू ऑल द थिंग्स. नो, नॉट एट ऑल. ईच एंड एवरी country is relying on other country for some or the other resource. So because of that, the trade is very much mandatory, the transportation is very much mandatory. So without a transportation the trade cannot occur. So you need to write the modes of transportation. इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड क्या होता है, इंटरनल ट्रेड क्या होता है, वो सारे पॉइंट्स आप लिख सकते हो. नेक्स्ट है 16th नंबर, फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग ऑन रीजनल डेवलपमेंट. सो यू कैन राइट फिजिकल फैक्टर्स, या फिर पॉपुलेशन कैसा है, लैंड यूज़, हाउ द लैंड यूज़. अगर लैंड यूज़ प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी में ज़्यादा हो रहा है, डेफिनेटली वो रीजन डेवलप ही नहीं होगा. अगर वो लैंड यूज टर्शरी क्वाटरनरी एक्टिविटी में ज़्यादा है, देन डेफिनेटली वो डेवलप्ड रीजन होगा. नेक्स्ट इज को रिलेशन बिटवीन बर्थ रेट एंड डेथ रेट. ओके, सो व्हाट इज़ द रिलेशन? बर्थ रेट इज़ हाई, डेथ रेट इज़ लो, तो क्या होगा? देन बर्थ रेट इज़ लो, डेथ रेट इज़ हाई, देन क्या होगा? बर्थ रेट इज़ इक्वल टू डेथ रेट, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? ऑल दिस सिनेरियो you have to mention, and you need to tell how is the relation of birth rate and death rate with each other. नेक्स्ट है अर्बन लैंड यूज़. अभी अर्बन लैंड यूज़ हाउ इट टेक्स प्लेस. सो इट इज़ इन रेसिडेंशियल एरिया, इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया, इंस्टीट्यूशनल एरिया, रिक्रिएशनल एरिया, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, कमर्शियल एरिया. सो ऑल दीज आर दी अर्बन लैंड यूज़. आफ्टर दैट वी हैव प्लांटेशन एग्रीकल्चर. अभी ये लास्ट ईयर ये क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी पूछा गया है. very important question which was asked in last year. प्लांटेशन के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक आपके बाय हार्ट होने चाहिए. सो इट्स मोनोकल्चर, ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप इज सीन, द फार्म साइज इज़ वेरी हाई, कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट इज़ वेरी हाई लेवल मैकेनाइज्ड वर्क्स मशीनरीज आर यूज्ड, capital yield is very high, per hectare yield is very high. Okay, all these things you need to mention. Then classification of industries based on production. So you can write basic industries or heavy industries, customer goods or lightweight industries, ancillary industries. So ये सब कुछ आप लिख सकते हो classification of industries में, like small scale, large scale, macro, cottage industries. Next है economies of scales. So in this you need to write how the agglomeration of industries takes place, then what are the special characteristics of it. Okay, then next is tourism and gross domestic product of the country. So how tourism is helping? So some places we all know that they survive only on the tourism. They don't have any other occupation left except tourism. So they try to build that place, make it more attractive to attract the passengers. Okay, they try to arrange some sports activities on those places, good accessibility, good transportation, high level resorts with good amenities. So all these things are increasing a lot of GDP of that particular country, if it attracts the foreign customers or the customers which are staying in their own country. Next is population and regional development. So population is very much important. So based on it, the development of region is going to play a good role. After that we have rural urban structure of population. So in this you need to mention कि रूरल में कैसा है population, urban में कैसा है population. So how the rural people are engaged in primary activity, how the urban people are engaged in secondary tertiary activities. So इसके वजह से किसका growth ज़्यादा है, how is the development in both the area. You need to compare both the things. Next we have internal activities between rural and urban settlement. सो इसके अंदर रूरल और अर्बन सेटलमेंट्स के अंदर जो एक्टिविटीज़ होते हैं इंटरनली, हाउ दे आर कैरिड आउट. Okay, so jobs, you need to write the economic status, you need to write the management, how is the administration carried out. So these are different points which you will mention in it. After that we have physical factors affecting on fisheries. Now fisheries को भी कुछ factors है वो affect करते हैं, like continental shelf है, ocean currents है. Country specific factors, absence of alternative occupation, broken coastline, easy access of forest. So these are all the points which we need to mention. Next is classification of industries based on capital investment. So investment के आधारे जो इंडस्ट्रीज़ है उनके जो ग्रुप्स बने हैं वो कैसे बने हैं कि लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्री, माइक्रो स्मॉल स्केल, मीडियम स्केल इंडस्ट्री. सो दिस इज़ अ टेबल विच यू कैन सी. तो ये इसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली आएगा ही आएगा, डेफिनेटली इट विल कम. Then we have cottage and household industries. After that we have causes of regional imbalance. Now in this you need to tell what is regional imbalance and what causes the regional imbalance. So physical factors like location, relief, altitude, availability of resources, accessibility have been responsible for the imbalance. So you have to tell some places where there is a regional imbalance and what are the reasons behind it. So here you can see the examples like Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. So they have given the reasons why these places are still behind, why they are not developed. Next we have latest trends in geography. So what are the latest emerging trends which is increasing the scope of geography, which you have to mention. So the first is ever dynamic. We all know it's totally dynamic, it keeps on changing. Next is versatile use of technology. Every time uses GPS and GIS. Regular mapping, casual use of apps, have new models, alternate career opportunities, new fields, new form, entry of startups. So all these are the different latest trends which we can see. Now we have causes of migration. So what are the different causes which leads to migration? So first is physical, economic, social, political. So all these are the causes which leads to migration, which makes migration to exactly happen. Okay. After that we have functional classification of towns. So the towns are classified based on functions. So like functions can be basically economic, political, social, regional. Okay, so each and every region is engaged in such some or the other type of function. तो उसके आधारे वो region का अगर classification होता है, then we are going to call it as functional classification. Now we have commercial lumbering. This is definitely going to come. Very important question which is going to come definitely. So coniferous forest में एक ही तरीके की ट्री आपको दिखाई देती है. Only one species of tree is found. The trees are very tall, they have very soft wood. तो इसकी वजह से वो easily cut down होते हैं. We can mold it into any type of furniture. So basically for furniture, the hardwood is not preferred. Always the softwood is preferred. Next we have क्वेश्चन नंबर 33, इफेक्ट ऑफ माइग्रेशन ऑन पॉपुलेशन. नाउ माइग्रेशन से पॉपुलेशन के ऊपर कौन सा इफेक्ट होता है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल माइग्रेशन जब होता है इट हैपन्स बिटवीन टू रीजन. सो द रीजन वन इज़ डोनर एंड अनदर इज़ रेसिपिएंट. सो डोनर में क्या होता है, रेसिपिएंट में क्या होता है, दैट वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन. ओके, you can explain the pull and push factors also in this, and you can write the answers. Next is Problems of urban settlements. So what are the problems? When the urban settlement is increasing day by day, it is becoming overcrowded, then it slums increases, crime rate increases, pollution increases, then there is a lot of burden on the resources, lot of trees could get cut down and the buildings are constructed, greenery is less. All these things you can write. Hunting and loss of ecology. So hunting is banned, we all know, in all the countries. So but still some tribes are still engaged in hunting because they don't have any other source of food. So some tribes are still engaged. So why the hunting is banned? You have to mention the species of some animals which are extinct. Next is public sector industries. Now in the case of public sector industries, the industries are owned by whom? By the state government. So all the investment is made by whom? The government. Okay, so you have to mention the example of it. Any leading public sector company you can mention, and you can explain about it also, when it was established, what are the things they do. Okay. Next is role of transportation in the development of industries. So how the transportation is helping in the development of industries, so that you need to mention. Transportation is very important to transfer the material from one place to another place, like raw material to industry, then finished good to the market, from market to the customer. So transportation is very much necessary. Next is strategies to reduce regional development or regional imbalance. Now we all know there is a regional imbalance because some of the other reason, लेकिन उसको अगर निकालना है, उसको अगर ख़त्म करना है, तो उसके लिए क्या स्ट्रैटेजी है वो आपको लिखना है. ठीक है. So basically here they have given some strategies like funds are allocated to some of the regions, then sector wise investments are done to improve the areas. After that it is given like funds are given in the form of subsidies. So these are different strategies which are used by the government. अगर कोई एरिया बहुत कम डेवलप्ड है तो गवर्नमेंट से उनको कुछ फंड्स दिए जाते हैं जिसके वजह से वो एरिया डेवलप हो सकता है. नेक्स्ट इज ब्रांचेस ऑफ ज्योग्राफी. तो ब्रांचेस में आपको मेंशन करना है फिजिकल एंड ह्यूमन, एंड उसके भी अंदर जो सब ब्रांचेस हैं दैट यू हैव टू मेंशन. सो the next we have population growth and migration. So how is the population growth is going to affect the migration? So migration के बारे में लिखना है, कुछ points population के बारे में लिखना है, and you have to relate both population growth with migration. Next is suburbs, very important. इसके ऊपर भी definitely question आ सकता है. It is one of the latest topic which we can see in this year's textbook. सो सबर्ब्स एंड रूरल अर्बन फ्रिंज, दोनों में से कुछ ना कुछ तो डेफिनेटली इस साल एग्ज़ाम में आ सकता है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव मिक्स्ड लैंड यूज़. तो मिक्स्ड लैंड यूज़ मतलब एक ही लैंड एक ही जगह का डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स में यूज़ होना. लाइक यू कैन सी कमर्शियल इज़ देयर, रोड इज़ देयर, इंडस्ट्रीज आर देयर. सो अ सिंगल लैंड इज़ यूज्ड इन डिफरेंट लैंड यूजेस. Next we have footloose industries. Very important, very important. Definitely some question can be asked on this. So footloose industries do not prefer any fixed location. It is very flexible to migrate from one place to another, relocate anytime. उसका जो रॉ मटेरियल है वो भी लाइट वेट होता है, फिनिश्ड गुड होता है वो भी लाइट वेट होता है, उस लोकेशन का इतना उस पर असर नहीं होता है. ओके, सो इट्स अ वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल टाइप ऑफ इंडस्ट्री. You can write the examples of things which comes under the footloose industries. Next are types of region. रीजन के टाइप्स में एक है फॉर्मल एंड सेकेंड इज फंक्शनल रीजन, physical region, political region. Okay, so you can give some examples and you can explain the points related to it. So this is all about the short notes of question bank. So I hope you might have got some clarity about it. Kindly take the screenshot if it is if you require some answer from it. Otherwise all the answers are already there in your textbook, so you can refer to your textbook too. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe the channel.